It is the one. There are many things to say. Many. This period before you will be one of rapid turnaround and change. Entire programs and narratives will appear to take on an opposite approach. This will be due to deals that have been arranged and promises that are being kept. Lives are at stake in some cases. Livelihoods are disrupted in all cases. The story of money, how it is earned and how it is spent, is convoluted. There are assumptions that you hold about value that connects it to money. It is not the truth, yet it is the only way that you can visualize worth or value as it relates to a specific amount, an amount of money. Money is so intrinsic to the perpetuation of this false construct that most of you cannot imagine value or worth without a number attached to it, an amount. Money and numbers are finite. They exist to label something. This something is, as a result of this labeling, is worth either more or less than something else. Something that has also been labeled. None of these things, these labels, are true in the sense of absolute truth. They are components of the construct. They have you spinning, hustling, bustling, and working in order to get more of it, more money. The acquisition of money in order to survive has been the cornerstone of your slavery. Your entire life and death revolve around and involve amounts of money as well as worth. In absolute truth, value is not a thing you can put a number on. A finite amount that will mark one bit of life as superior to another bit of life. Value is inherent in all of life. Period. End of story. The unraveling of the need for money and its use as an indication of value will take several generations. It has become so entrenched into Earth's society that imagination does not remove it. Yet, it will. What will occur initially will be differences in how it is acquired. It will become more readily available and not tied solely to the sweat of your brow or to luck. All things in creation are meant to be abundantly given and freely accessed. You are not meant to lead a successful life solely according to your ability to earn a substantial income. Each of these notions is an invention of the owners. They have been cleverly installed into your dialogue so that you accept the fact that some of you are born into poverty while others are born into royalty. You accept it as okay. When you consider this discrepancy deeply, you will realize that life is not meant to be this way. All of you are equal, and therefore all of you command equal authority and rights to the surplus of the earth. Labels like bum and royalty are man-made, or rather designed by the ones who assumed ownership here. The difference originates in how this group sees the race as compared to how they see themselves. By installing money and therefore class, haves and have-nots, the separation seeped into mankind itself. This was not always the case. One day, these ideas of separation and more or less value will be gone from the race. What will help you now as you proceed towards such a time is to consider deeply the concept of value. For surely, to a starving person, a piece of bread would be a priceless treasure, while a gold coin would be worthless. It is a story. It's all made up. You are meant to be widely abundant, vital and free. You are imagined bits of eternal essence, living out lives of capture and illusion. You don't know the depths of deception into which you are immersed. It is a bit like explaining water to a fish. What happens next is an uncovering and then exposure of truth. These will fill you with shock and sadness. It will be said again here that as you realize the depths of illusion, refrain from staying in a state of anger, hatred, or grief. These are emotions that will emerge, yes, they are necessary. Prolonged visits there could stifle your work, dear human. You have come to build anew on the ashes of what has been. This is your work now and in the coming time. Remember, value is inherent in life itself. How that value is assigned is a function of the society of which you are part. Contribute a steady flow of love, light, truth, and appreciation into the days in front of you. In this, life will be honored, and that fact will be incorporated into your new systems of commerce and exchange. You are up to the choosing. This time, it happens without manipulation and control aimed at dividing and using you. This is some of the work you came for, my dear human. It promises to be joyous and fulfilling. You are in for such a treat. That is all. Thank you. This message was channeled by Sophia Love, and it was read for you by Adriana.